Welcome back to Halo, folks. Did the game just assume my gender? But yeah, no. With the silent cartographer in our hands, we now have the means to start getting the Halo activated. We just need to find that control room now, the control room proper. All right, let's see. Assault rifle and Magnum. All right, no worries. Yeah, again, another example of how the level sort of resets your default weapons. Even though, by all intents and purposes, we should have really have the weapons that we that we got onto that ship with in the first place. I don't know, maybe these were like spare under the seat or something. Come on, there we go. I do need to actually get some plasma weaponry again. Yeah, I definitely bigged up the Magnum at the beginning of the LP, but I should really probably state that it's better off in the hands of people who know how to actually, you know, aim properly. Like, people who can, like, routinely go for headshots and stuff like that, instead of me, well, yeah, unlike me, where I'm just like, oh, is the reticle on the bad guy? Alright, pull trigger then. Close enough. There we go. I also have to start being a little bit more cautious as well when I'm exploring, because as much as I really like the art direction in the Halo games, we are going to start getting into the point of the game where a lot of rooms and hallways look, yeah, exactly like this. So it can be a little easy to get lost. Ooh, nap time. Let's ruin nap time. I didn't get the chance to do it earlier. There we go. Dream of this, Genie, why don't you?
Cortana to Fire Team Zulu. I read you. Fire Team Zulu, this is Cortana. Hold position. We're on our way.
There we go. I can actually, yeah, no, I can actually shoot out the glass on the floor as well. No real express reason to do that. It just creates a shortcut, I suppose. Yeah, a bit like in something like Deus Ex, where like, yeah, you can just, most windows you can just shoot out to create a new entrance or exit to a building. Yeah, I do actually really need to properly sit down with Deus Ex and give it a because I've played like an hour or two of it, and the game is fucking incredible. I really, really like Deus Ex so far, even though I've only played it for such a short time. But the only problem is that, yeah, it's a PC game, and PC games are not my forte. They make my wrists hurt. Like, I feel like I'm a piano player when I'm trying to, yeah, when I'm trying to keyboard and mouse. Oh, Jesus, no. Yeah, no, that's lovely. I really need to take care of this guy before he gets too close. Ah, fuck. All right, let's get some. All right, yeah, let's swap my let's start swapping my guns out for some plasma weaponry. Doink. Boink. Oh, you shit! You ruined the plan. Yeah, the only two Deus Ex games that I have actually played and beaten to completion are the two prequel games, Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. Which, yeah, they're both really good games, although... Okay, so I'm probably going to steal a few pointers from H-Bomber Guy's Deus Ex video. Yeah, Human Revolution is a really good game, but no, it's not an immersive sim. It's a very, very well made and very well crafted stealth action game, akin to something like, say, Metal Gear Solid and the like. But immersive sim, no, not really. No. If you want to know more what I'm talking about, go and watch go and watch that video. It's 3.5 hours, so I hope you have nothing else to do that day. But yeah, it's fantastic. Like, he puts it way better than I ever could. Yeah, he didn't really talk much about Mankind Divided though. So in my considered opinion, I thought Mankind Divided was a better overall game to Human Revolution. And I think it also worked better as an immersive sim as well. Like, yeah, there's a lot more that you can do, and there's a lot more clever... Yeah, there are some more clever ways that you can use your different abilities and skills. But unfortunately, that game had its own problem, and that was... it wasn't very... What's the phrase I'm looking for? It wasn't that stable. The game crashed on me quite a lot. Which is a shame, because if it weren't for that one little drawback, I would say that actually, yeah, no, Mankind Divided is well worth it. We might actually even be seeing another Deus Ex game someday soon, because obviously the team that they were originally owned by Square Enix, but the team that made that game got bought by Embracer Group, who I think are I think they're the same company that they either were THQ Nordic or THQ Nordic, or they own THQ Nordic or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, Embracer Group have actually have been doing a pretty decent job when it comes to like video game publishing. Yeah. Which actually also is a good way for me to go on to another topic as well. I have finally played and beaten the new Saints Row game, the one that released earlier this week. Earlier this week, on the 23rd, I think it released. And that game is way better than everybody, than a lot of people have been giving it credit for.
Fight me!
Like people have been that game has been getting a lot of shit, particularly on places like Reddit and Twitter, and I don't see it at all. Yeah, even like completely removing the lol, this game's super woke, JK, fucking yeah. I can't even take the piss out of these people without just making myself cringe. But yeah, those fucking dickheads, not taking them into account, people who actually know what they're talking about. When it comes to sort of video game design, I still am not convinced that they know exactly what they're talking about. Yeah. Don't think the writing is definitely very dorky and very Gen Z, but I didn't find it awful or cringy or anything like that. I actually thought the game was I thought the game was fucking hysterical, which is important for a Saints Row game. Yeah, I actually really liked the new cast of characters. It doesn't really bother me in the slightest bit that the old cast, Johnny Gat, Shondi, Pierce, and the like. It didn't really bother me that much that they were absent. I really like the new characters. They're all very wholesome. They're good little boys and girls, except when they're shooting and killing people. Just the customization as well is just some of the best that the series has had. Like the amount that you can do. The only real problem with that game, proper egregious problem, is from a technical standpoint. That game is glitchy. It's got a lot of technical problems, which I'm pretty confident will get ironed out. They've already sort of started working on things like hotfixes. But that game does need a lot of fine tuning. But once it does, it's honestly one of the best Saints Row games I've ever played. It's my favorite games in the series are Saints Row 2 and Saints Row the 3rd. Yeah, and it's almost as good. Yeah, once it gets a bit more fine tuned, it will be about as good as those games. That was another thing as well. I think a lot of people also got really, really judgmental of the new one just because they're really big into Saints Row 2. And as much as I love Saints Row 2 as well, people are super gatekeepy with that game. Like, that game has its own problems. It's like, like the frame rate on Saints Row 2 is absolutely terrible. And if you have the PC version, that game doesn't work at all unless you have the Gentleman of the Road mod. So, I hope you know how to mod your games. But yeah, no, I definitely recommend the new Saints Row. I think people have been super unfair to it.
It plays too much like an old game from like Saints Row the Third, a game that's over 10 years old, and that game's like, that game's old, man. It's a bit.
Yeah, maybe it plays like that because that game worked and it had some good ideas for how to structure itself. Yeah, actually, go back onto Deus Ex for a moment. Like, there's a very good reason why a lot of modern-day immersive sims still copy Deus Ex, a game that came out 20 years ago. It's because that game was well-made and had a lot of good design choices. Okay, so, yeah, no, we're actually getting into the point where it's getting a little bit easier to get lost. That's just, that's not one of the shatterable glasses. I think that if you look on the floor, I think sometimes you can, if you look on the floor, you can find these little shapes here, which are like, they're basically arrow-shaped, and I think we can use those to navigate. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we're in the next part. See, oh, actually, I see some soldiers over there. Let's go and help them out, and we'll go and get that warthog sorted. Oh, actually, let's also swap out my the plasma rifle for a sniper rifle for a bit. Oh, balls. Okay, what about you? Will you be able to get in before that? Oh, actually, no, there's a rocket launcher here. Ugh. Alright, yeah, I'm not going to be able to help him. Yeah, because unfortunately, we've got a Wraith over there, which is basically a Covenant tank, and it just absolutely annihilated those guys before they had the chance to jump in the Warthog. I don't think I even need to worry about these enemies too much. I think I might actually be able to just drive past them. Ooh, talking of tanks, that's even better. We've got our own tank, the Scorpion. Yeah, the Scorpion is an absolute monster. Alright, there we go. The only real problem with the Scorpion is that it actually controls exactly the same as the Warthog does, which means that unlike in something like Battalion Wars, we can't really circle strafe with this thing. We can't really pitch the we can't really turn the turrets to the side and then drive sideways while we fire on enemies to avoid their shots. We can only really change the direction that we're aiming when we've stopped, which isn't ideal, but this thing's firepower more than makes up for it. And it's also got, its armor's pretty rigid as well. Alright, come on. Yeah, it also does take a hot minute to reload the main gun. There we go. That was 2 hunters as well. They're just dead. Alright, I'll take care of it. Don't get your pants in a twist. Jesus. Alright, so this is definitely the door that I need to go through, but hang on. Just make sure there isn't like a mechanism to open it. No, there isn't.
Are you sure about that?
Move it, move it. Let's roll.
Well, that didn't work either. I don't have to kill all of the all of the enemies back here to open up, do I?
Right on.
Yeah, we'll try that out. Actually, I've got a tank. I can take care of that.
What in hell?
It's either that or there's going to be like some kind of yeah, like the mechanism to open the door is going to be elsewhere. Pow. No. Oh god, I'm fucking stupid, aren't I? The mechanism's right here. There we go. Now I can open the door. Sorry, everybody. Alright. Ooh, let's see. What have we got here? A couple of jackals, nothing I can't take care of. I wonder who's loading these shells in for me. Because typically, like with tanks, the shells are loaded by hand. I'm guessing they must have an automatic loading system. It is the future. Alright, I can see a bridge just over there. I'm sure I can cross. Yeah, hopefully this bridge isn't too narrow for the tank to... Okay, yeah, no, the tank will fit on this just fine.
Over here.
I'll tell you what, though, a coaxial minigun or machine gun wouldn't go amiss, actually. Yeah, something that I could just use to take out infantry without having to wait, but in between shell shots. Oh my god! That escalated quickly. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if we're starting to get enemies who have fuel rocket. I don't have the. Yeah, I don't actually have that much health on me either. Okay, I think I know what happened. Yeah, I think I must have gotten hit by a charged plasma shot. And unfortunately, I can't really move out of the way very quickly while I'm in the tank.
Get the lead out, Marines.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the charged plasma pistol shots are still draining my shields really, really quick. It's weird. You think that, yeah, we have this kind of technology to build a tank like this, but it doesn't protect against plasma shots. How strange. Well, I really hope I don't have to take these guys out, like, by hand, because, yeah, that would be a real pisser. Okay. I could always take. Actually, no, I could always just take advantage of the fact that tanks have pretty long range as well, couldn't I?
One alien down. What the?
All right, I'll tell you what. Ramming speed. There we go. This thing's a big old bastard. Ah, okay. I think I see what happened. Yeah, we've got a couple more hunters around here. Yeah, they're my shields must have been quite low, and they must have hit me with the chart, and they must have hit me one of their fuel rod volleys.
Someone get me a money.
There we are. Open the next door. Hello, your Uber Eats is here. Alright, Rolling Thunder. That's an apt name for this chapter. Especially considering, you know, everything. Oh, pardon me. Alright, almost outside again. Oh shit, dropship. Did I just shoot that thing down? No, I don't think. I do know that in later Halo games, I think their dropship they start trading their dropships out for these things called Phantoms, which are smaller but a lot more nimble, but they can be shot down much more easily. Whereas I'm pretty sure the dropships in this game are more or less indestructible. You just have to wait for them to drop their load, and then just fly away. There we are. Yeah, shame none of our other Marines made it. Maybe they should have, yeah. Because that's one other thing as well with the Scorpion. There's only room for one person inside the thing. Everybody else has to sit outside on the treads, which is just a perfect way of getting yourself killed. Yeah, that is very. Yeah, that is a very. Oh, I keep forgetting the name of it. Starship Troopers. That one bit of the is like like that bit at the very beginning of the film where they're undergoing training, and one of the oh shit, actually hang on, let's actually get out of this thing because I'm a bit more nimble on the ground. I can take cover more easily. But yeah, it's a great bit at the very beginning of where they're in training, and yeah, and it's a live fire exercise, and like one of the soldiers' helmets doesn't fit him properly, so they just take his helmet off to try and get it to fit back on, and then like one of them trips over and he blows his head off, and it's like, yeah, that should tell you more than enough about this. Yeah, about this military. It's like, oh, well, like a soldier takes his takes his helmet off during a live fire exercise, and everybody's immediate response isn't to cancel the exercise right then and there. They just keep going until this guy gets himself killed. It's hysterical. But yeah, no, that was Paul Verhoeven that directed Starship Troopers, wasn't it? Who also directed RoboCop, which is another one of the best fucking movies I've ever seen in my life. Although, a bit of a hot take here. Oh, shit. Bit of a hot take. I actually preferred Starship Troopers to RoboCop. Don't know why. There's just something about... I think there was just something about the narrative of Starship Troopers that just sort of gelled with me a little bit better. Like, don't get me wrong, RoboCop is absolutely fantastic. But definitely best cop movie of all time. Sorry, yeah, sorry, Die Hard. But yeah, if I did actually prefer Starship Troopers. That's probably just me being weird. I picked up this rocket launcher. I haven't actually used it for anything. I think these are rocket. Yeah, these are rocket pods that I can pick up. All right. Let's see. I think that's just a dead end down there. Came out through the other side here, so I'm trying to. I think there is a part of the level where I need to get my hands on a Banshee because I need to start flying upwards. I don't know if it's this one yet. It's just here yet. So well, let's grab a ghost, and we'll do a little bit of recon. Because this is one of the biggest levels in the game, actually. It is pretty, although it is really impressive how big some of these levels can actually get for a pokey little first-person shooter that was launched with the Xbox. Oh, actually, yeah, no, I can see something up there. But yeah. Also, I don't actually think I've actually used a ghost yet. Ghosts are really, really good. Oh, hang on. Yeah, they're not very accurate, but yeah, you can do this. You can strafe and yeah, you can circle strafe around people, which makes it a little bit trickier to hit. Well, actually, I tell you what, those enemies, shit, those enemies came from somewhere, didn't they? So yeah, they came from around there. Right, I tell you what. Oh crap, okay. Unfortunately, one little problem with ghosts in Halo 1. They haven't had their boosters added yet. Because you can not I think starting with Halo 2, you can boost with those. Alright, let's get back into the tank then instead. I've got full health. I had full health. Because yeah, I just saw the route around the corner here. Yeah, here we go. We can come around this way. I mean, what can I say? Exploring is part of the experience in Halo. You don't just, hang on. There we go. Not really the kind of game that you can just, yeah. I mean, it is linear at the end of the day. You're still going from point A to point B, but, like, yeah, the amount of stuff that you can find in between. Ooh. Check it out. We've got more, yeah. More Marines here. Try not to run them over. Hey, guys. Come on. Ah, shite. Gee, I can't blow that up, but I might be able to kill some of the enemies it's dropping off. At least. Oh, I've got more hunters. I can certainly imagine you having quite a hard time with this level if you manage to get the Scorpion destroyed. Like, it wouldn't be impossible, but it would definitely be a bit trickier. There we go. Alright, and... oh. Okay, so that's where we need to go. I can't take the Scorpion with me. So, sadly, this is where me and old Sheila should be parting ways. Farewell. Take care of Caboose for me, will you? Shit. But yeah, no, I think I've made enough references to Red vs. Blue for me to get away with that one. Okay, we've got the leads up here. I'm terrible with moving targets. There we go. Called it. That's mine. That was my one, guys. Sorry. The notch is on my gun. Get your own.
Marines, hold your positions. We'll handle those guns.
Maybe I should just play spotter for these guys. Actually, I tell you what, there's a video game pitch for you there, like a sniper simulator style game, where maybe you've got like yeah, it's like 2-player co-op. You've got one of you is playing as a sniper, but the other is playing as the spotter, and they have to actually like give information to the person behind the sniper rifle for how to actually find the target that they're looking for. Yeah, patent pending, by the way. All right, so I think yeah, that's the door that we want to go through, isn't it? The Banshee is still flying around. Yeah, there is. This thing doesn't have all target lock on it yet, though. Again, I think that comes. I think the rocket launcher gets like homing rockets in Halo 2, and I think it only. I think that it's either. I think it's only in Halo 2 and Halo Reach that that you can use a homing device with the rocket launcher. There we go. Booyah. And I'm going to swap out for the plasma rifle, because that's the sniper rifle has served its purpose, but it's getting low on bullets. Yeah, rocket launcher might still have some purpose though. But yeah, no, you can definitely tell when yeah, there are quite a few moments in this game where they had to recycle a few previous assets, because this is basically exactly the same kind of room that we were in about, yeah, 20 odd minutes ago. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, part of me has never really been a big fan of how sometimes grunts will just run away in fear from you. It makes me feel bad for them for about 5 seconds, and then I just start shooting again. It does also remind me though, I think I can't remember if it's every single Halo game, but I know that most Halo games have at least one grunt hidden somewhere in the game who is like non-hostile and is there just for like a joke. The only one that I remember off the top of my head is that there is one at the very end of Halo 3 that you can find when the Halo that you're on is about to self-destruct. And then you're trying to escape on that on the Warthog back to your ship. Yeah, I do actually really need to play Halo 3 again sometime soon. That was it was the first Halo game that I played. But here's the thing: last time I went back and played it. Oh, hang on, arrows go this way. Okay. Last time I actually went back and played it, I got through the whole game on the Master Chief Collection, and I came out thinking, huh, that was a little duller than I remember it being. Like, both this game and I think also Halo 2, where I found to be more entertaining and more just interesting. I don't know, maybe I took the, maybe it's one of those cases of, hang on. Ah, that's better. It might be one of those cases of, yeah, when you sort of like, when you're a bit nostalgia blind for something, and you go through it again with like the rose-tinted glasses taken off, and you start to realize there are a lot more problems with the game than you realized. But then you kind of focus a bit too much on those problems, and you find yourself ignoring the good stuff in the game. Like, in reality, like, video game flaws are actually sort of what make games a bit more nuanced, and I honestly find myself appreciating games a little bit more when I acknowledge the flaws that they have. So, I don't know, I do need to go through Halo 3 again. I'll probably like it a lot more the next time around. Yeah. One other a prime example of that I can think of that comes to mind is I remember the first time I ever played like the Metal Gear Solid games. I played them through the Legacy Collection, it's how I did my LP of the original Metal Gear Solid. I remember, like, yeah, the very first time I beat all of the games on that collection, my thought process was, okay, all of these games are great. My least favorite was Metal Gear Solid 2. There was something about it that just did not jive with me. I really didn't find it, like, that entertaining. And then, like, but then when I went back and revisited it, I came out of it again thinking, oh my god, that is one of the best video games I've ever played in my life. And honestly, nowadays, if you were to ask me, I would say that Metal Gear Solid 2 is my favorite one of the bunch. Yeah, it's semi-tied with 3. Semi. If you put a gun to my head, I would probably pick 2 over 3. But they are both the best games in the series by far. And then hot take, followed by Metal Gear Solid 5.
Fucking fight me!
Oh, but Metal Gear Solid 5 isn't finished.
No, yes it fucking is, you dick. You reductive dick. You're acting like content has never been cut from games before. Like, Jesus Christ, the entire second half of Metal Gear Solid 2 was cut. Cool. Oh, I'll get more into that when I actually do another Metal Gear Solid game. I would like to really do Metal Gear Solid 2 sometime soon. Oh my god, Hunter! Alright, I should probably stop blathering on. I should actually still focus on these firefights. Because we have actually got a bunch of enemies on the other side of the bridge, don't we? One of which might be time to pull out old, what am I going to call my rocket launcher? I don't know, Tallulah or something. Whether or not I should use Tallulah on like some of these elites just to clear them out, so that they're no longer not being an interference. There we go, that wasn't actually a bad idea. Alright. Let's hunk it down a little bit. Alright, yeah, that's doing a little bit better. Needler. Actually, I need to start using my grenades a little bit more as well, don't I? Yeah, there we go. That's a bit more like it. And yeah, I should probably just get a plasma pistol, honestly. Ooh, actually, not a bad call. There we go. Gee, did you had a plasma rifle on you, didn't you? You did. Yeah, boy. Wah. Meh. Yeah, he's gonna wake up with a headache. Assuming he wakes up. He'll probably wake up. Alright. Oh god, another one of these rooms. Jeez, this is like the third one of these rooms I've found. Ooh, health pack. Yeah, let's take that now. Ooh, I've got also 2 more rounds for my rocket launcher. It should also be said, yeah, that Halo Combat Evolved is also like one of those first games, along with Call of Duty, the original Call of Duty as well. And I'm trying to think of other games that did this. Like one of those one of those sort of early first-person shooters where there was a 2-weapon limit. Which, on the one hand, sort of made you think that's a little bit strange that you have enough room to hold these two guns like this, but you don't have any like room on your like side holster for like a pistol or something. I think that's probably more egregious in something like in Call of Duty, where it's implied that you're keeping your pistol on your back, but you're like, what are you keeping your pistol on your back for? But honestly, I've never really minded the two-weapon limit. It made you actually have to, like, I think particularly with a game like Halo, where each gun is like very, very different for each other, it makes you have to actually think about what weapons you're going to use, because you can't just carry all of them. There we go. Yoink. Jesus. I'm trying to remember how long this level is as well. We're getting into nearly 45 minutes, actually. I don't think there's much left to do. But I am sort of wondering if if a level gets too long, maybe I should like consider cutting in the middle or something. I'm sure it'll be fine for now. Doink. I tell you what won't be fine though. These guys. Definitely not. Yeah. Whatever insurance plan the Covenant has. Now, who am I kidding? They don't have one. Anyway. There we go. Always actually also found the rocket launcher a bit of an enigma in the Halo games as well, because the way you reload it is you're basically taking the entire pod out and replacing it. There we go. Yeah, and you're like just replacing the entire pod, whereas like the only part that you don't replace is the is basically like the handle and the platform that holds the pod in place. I think there are some rocket launchers that are a bit like that, but not that many. Yeah, like the entire pod is made up with the two barrels and the where the two rockets are actually held in. Oh wow, that one. Yeah, you're a lot tankier than your brother was, that's for certain. Anyway, I'm glad I hold on to that thing. Doink. Oh, shite. Yeah, you are one ugly motherfucker. Alright, this is... actually, no, I don't think it's quite exactly the same as those previous rooms. No, this one's a little bit different. Okay, cool. Then again, it's not too dissimilar. Ah, well, asset reusage is a thing. Like, yeah, it just kind of depends on how it's used, I suppose. Anyway, there's the doorway out that way. Magic, yeah, hang on, where is that? There you are. Grab that. Oh, God. Oh, balls. Okay. Yeah, let's taking the easy way out, definitely. Oh, actually, I can take the easy way out because there's there's another cache there which has a couple more rockets in it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be holding on to this thing for the rest of the level. Alright. Yeah, I was not going to run through that thing. Not even going to chance it. Ugh, if I had a super weapon... Oh, actually, yeah, no, I think, yeah, no, I know where we are now. Yeah, because there's a Banshee there that I can hijack. And it's gone. Balls. Alright, well, if I can't have a Banshee, then neither can either of these dickheads. Oh, shit, I missed. Damn it, I missed again. There we go, that's better. Perfect. And, yeah, it's quite far down that way, so I don't think I really want to drop. There we go. Trick or treat. It was a trick. Okay. Yeah, we're making really decent progress though. I've died a handful of times, but not really terribly often. Yeah, there are going to be some later levels though where I do expect to die quite often, but one level in particular. Yeah, which is it's a level that everybody absolutely hates, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of have a soft spot for it because I kind of like how difficult it is in a way. I think it's the level where we first fight the flood. Yeah, because the flood are just absolutely fucking everywhere, and you basically just have to soldier through as many of them as possible. Alright. Yeah, there we go. I'll tell you what, let's take a plasma pistol for the time being, because that thing was getting a bit low. Alright, activate. Alright, yeah, we're getting quite deep in now. Surely surely the control room isn't going to be much farther forward. In fact, yeah, no, it's bound to be pretty close now. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, I think it was about. Although a lot of people say that the Magnum is the best weapon in the game, I think the plasma rifle is my favorite weapon in the game. Yeah, because this is the one that works for me. Just wait until Halo 2 will be able to howl 2 of these things at once. That's going to be some shit. There we go. Oh, actually, cool. More rockets. I'll take those. And some more health as well. Again, you do have to wonder, like, yeah, where are all these other UNSC soldiers coming from? Yeah, actually, they really made it this far, this far before me. I mean, we all know the real reason why they're here. It's because, like, yeah, it's an excuse to put UNSC weapons and ammo caches around the place so that you can just take their shit. But yeah, it's a game design / level design choice first, and a narrative choice, not really ever. Alright, yeah, not a bad plan. Alright, so yeah. They've got a Wraith patrolling outside. Might be an idea to try and take this thing out first. Wait, hang on a second. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. Did that... Okay, no, it's still in one piece. I just remembered I've got a fucking rocket launcher. There we go. And ooh, actually, is that? Oh wait, no, that's shit. That's one of the burnt out shells of the yeah, that's a burnt out shell of one of the banshees I blew up like 10 minutes ago. Doink. Alright, well yeah, so we also got some hunters here as well, but I'm not actually gonna worry too much about my about using the rocket launcher against these guys. I'm just gonna yeah, they'll go down to the ghosts just fine. Ouch. Oh, God, he hit me so out. You hit me so hard that he logged me out of my fucking Xbox Live. Yeah, that's like, so yeah, it's not very fair. That's like super cringe and shit. Yeah, go back to the new Saints Row for a moment. I always found that kind of ironic because, yeah, the sheer number of people who say like, yeah, yeah, talk about how cringe that game is, and I'm just sitting there thinking, yeah, you're using an awful lot of TikTok terminology to criticize this game that you think is too Gen Z. Yeah, there is a painful irony to it. God, we're stupid. Anyway. Anyway, that takes care of those two hunters. Now I just need to, oh, hang on. I think I just need to find the pathway upwards. Can I... Yes! Yeah. This thing's got infinite ammo. I might as well try and cheese it as much as I can. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, giant. Okay, I kind of walked into that one, I suppose. I think I must have hit a grenade. Oh, actually, I got sent back quite far. Alright, we'll be right back. I wonder. Can I just run up this thing? All the way up to the top? Let's find out. See how far up I can actually get with using this thing. Because I do have to bear in mind as well that I do take fall damage, but if I can, I might actually be able to just skip the most of the. There we go. This works. Yeah, just walk straight up. Yeah, just walk straight past these guys and just flank them. Alright, I think the pathway up to the very top should be around the corner. Yeah, here we go. I can get up there this way. Beep. Alright. Actually, no, nothing I can't handle. It's an awful lot of grunts, though. Ah, you son of a bitch. Oh god, you even tanked a rocket. Jesus. Yeah, he was a tough old boy. He, almost won my respect there. Unfortunately, that also means that my rocket launcher is now completely dry. So, I might just replace it with something. Needler, why not? Haven't really used this thing a hell of a lot. Oh yeah. Alright, that's enough. Beep. Yeah, come on, you bastard control room. Where the fuck are you?
Forces in the vicinity have been eliminated. Let's move on to Halo's control center.
Alright, let's see what's behind door number 3. A control room. Excellent, we found it.
This is it, Halo's control center.
Well, sorry about those sounds. I'm just cracking my knuckles.
That terminal, try there.
Alright, Cortana, do your thing.
You all right?
Never been better. You can't imagine the wealth of information. The knowledge, so much, so fast. It's glorious.
So, what sort of weapon is it?
What are you talking about?
Let's stay focused. Halo, how do we use it
Yeah,
against
Cortana, come on.
This
You're not
isn't
supposed to
something
turn evil yet.
barbarian, it's something else. Something much more important. The Covenant were right. This ring, it's Forerunner. Give me a second to access. Yes, the Forerunner built this place, what they called a fortress world, in order to...
Forerunners. Yeah, the Forerunners being sort of like an ancient race of basically robots who like have been extinct for thousands of years.
Slow down. You're losing me.
The Covenant found something.
Or at the very least, they left behind a lot of robots behind. I don't know. I can't remember if they themselves were robots. I don't think they were actually.
Buried.
The captain, we've got to stop the captain.
Keys? What
The
do we...
weapons cache he's looking for, it's not really... We can't let him get inside.
I don't understand.
There's no time. Get out of here, find keys, stop him. Before it's too late.
Yeah, don't tell us anything more than that, eh? Well, anyway, yeah, I think that's where we're calling a part now, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time for some more Halo. TTFN.